Yo, this is the recap for today, day 8 of the challenge. Won $1,520, which is amazing. Recovered all of my losses from last week and made like $100 on top of that, which is amazing. As you guys can see, we're on the 100 to 200k account. These were the losses from last 2 days. Gain it back all of it and some profit today, which is amazing. I would say. Yeah, yeah. The reason why I won today is not only because I follow my rules, my strategy. I was confident in me and in my strategy. I was patient. I was not greedy. I follow all of my confluences. I was patient. I did everything. So, I mean, that's what it means to be profitable. You feel me? But um, let's just get into the trade recap. So, let me eliminate all of these. Okay. So as you guys can see, we're coming back from a liquidity sweep and a SMT divergence on the weekly time frame. So keep that in mind. On the 4 hour gap, 4 hour time frame, it looked like we wanted to inverse all of this fair value gaps right here, which this one is the most important, not this one. Also on NQ, let me mark it. There you go. So yeah, and also we are coming back from massive news that Trump allegedly very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution of our host in the Middle East. Allegedly, he made a good conversation which spiked the market up, creating a massive fair value gap, not only on the SME, not only on ES, but on NQ. Look at this. So being bearish, honestly, if we wanted honestly to be bearish, we would have to inverse this fair value gap, which it's highly unlikely. I honestly did not see it possible. Honestly, did not see it possible. But if I wanted to, I wanted my bias for today honestly was bearish, but it switched during the day. Why? Because even if we do not invert this fair value gap, I honestly would have targeted equilibrium, but again, since it's a retracement, it doesn't have to hit equilibrium. So honestly, bullish on the day. Um, Market open, we went down. I was looking at two possibilities, right? Us hitting equilibrium to go even lower, to hit the 15% mark, which is around here, and also Nasdaq. As you can see, we actually hit it, but since that was our like manipulation on the 15 minute on the higher time frame, which is the 15 minute, now I wanted to see us hitting equilibrium again, which we did. But on NQ we actually inversed this important fair value gap, which honestly I was not I did not want us to inverse this fair value gap. We inversed it on NQ. We inversed it on the S&P. So I was like, so since we inverted, my bearish bias was honestly eliminated, but it still kept in the back of my mind. So I went back into the 15 minute. We on a sense we inverted. I was between bearish and bullish. On the 15 minute, we also hit equilibrium to go up on both of the charts, as you guys can see. We also went into this massive fair value gap. Um, we also went into this fair value gap already, so it was a bit controversial for my part, for because because there was entries for both ways, but again I kept that in the back of my mind, taking a bearish trade. But since we inverted, it's like we kind of eliminated the bias to go bearish, but it's still in the back of mind. I went back to the 15 minute, filled equilibrium on both of the charts. Let me do something real quick. Scale down to the 5 minute, waiting for a oh, waited for equilibrium to get hit. As you guys can see, we form equilibrium on the 5 minute, not only on ES but on NQ. So you guys can see we inverted we inverse the fair value gap again on NQ first. On ES it looked like we did an inverse, but we filled equilibrium to go up, which honestly that was my whole dilemma of whether to take a short or a buy. Also because we was close to not inversing this fair value gap, so you guys can see, but we ended up inversing it when I was already in the trade, so we'll talk about that later. Yeah, fair equilibrium. And I was honestly, for obvious reasons, taking the trade on NQ. Why? Because on NQ we inverse this fair value gap. So on the 15 minute, we filled the equilibrium to go bullish. 5 minute, we inverse this important fair value gap, also filling equilibrium, and then scale down to the 1 minute. Waited for us to to close beneath recent 1 minute highs, which would have been like around here. But honestly, I wanted to see us closing above this 1 minute high, because this 1 minute um because this one wasn't, I wouldn't say invalid, but I honestly just wanted to see more confirmation whether for us to close above this 1 minute high. And by that time there was like 30 seconds, I cannot recall, before, it's like 30 seconds before we actually inverse on the 5 minute this fair value gap on ES. So that made my bias even more bullish. 45, yeah, this is 45, yeah. Oh, it's the same time. So yeah, at the same time I enter, we inverted on ES, which I enter, boom, okay, like around here, like around there. Can I'll just put it around there. Stop loss beneath this 1 minute low, and for this 15-minute high, as you guys can see, and we banged. As you guys can see, we banged the trade. We won a 1 point, I cannot remember, 1.33 risk to reward ratio, which is good. And yeah, that's the trade I took. Yeah, the reason why I didn't take a bearish trade was because we inverted that fair value gap. This one right here. And also, if I wanted to take a bearish trade, we would have to close beneath this, which we didn't. We closed above 1 minute high. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. One 1.5520, $1,520, which is not bad. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 9. See ya.